From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
They go 368.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Second down, Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They had had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Dalton here from the gun. And this one is incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st and 10, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Gone!
To throw again, Murray. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Murray. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Room to run inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. How about that? Their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football, comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
52, 93, 44.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Dalton throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw here, Dalton. Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Landry now on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Chubb on the counter. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
From the gun, Murray. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's second down. Dalton looking. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, able to avoid him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
368.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Passing. It's Dalton. Open man is Uzama. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. First target, first catch, and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton rolling to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now, Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. So Dalton now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
On first down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Murray. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Detroit!
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another good reception there, and the Browns on the march. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there? Yeah. Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
From the gun on third down. Murray going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nice footwork by McCoy. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. Throwing on first down. Murray. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Second and 10 now from the 27. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Dalton. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hey. Gun! 36.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right back to him on first down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on second down, Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
Right there. Oh, dead, baby.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Leopard! Hey, we got four down.
He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Gun!
Chubb. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he's got this one down to the 10. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. And Butker able to put this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And out now, here come the Bengals. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. The point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Dalton now to pass. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Schobert leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
2 by 2. Move. Hey, check. 3 down.
Play action here with Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Here you go, can. Ice. 2 by 2. Move.
Dalton. Flush to his right. Airing one out for Boyd. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray caught left side. It's Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On 1st down, they're going option left. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
To throw on 2nd down. Murray, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12.
Go! Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Bengals getting set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Mixon. Oh, he shifts past him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
The toss play to Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Play action now. Dalton. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams.